What's going on, people? I am Swaver, and this is the Opinionated Factsmgr Group podcast. I'm joined by Journey to be Great. On this podcast, our mission is to build better relationships within our community through using the power of conversation. And we have a great episode for you guys today. We're going to be talking about having multiple baby mothers. Our primary guest will be MJ, followed by our secondary guest, Les. How are y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Hey, y'all.
All right, we're going to start out with just MJ. What made you want to come on and talk about this?
Basically, I just wanted to, shed some light on what I deal with on a regular basis. Tell some younger people, my mistakes, try to guide them in the right way.
Okay, that's what's up. So we'll just jump right into it, man. How many baby mothers do you have?
Well, I have 2 right now, 1 on the way.
Okay, so MJ don't like to pull out. Okay, we got that established.
he in it to win it, baby. Every drop. So let's just go straight into it, man. So the first baby mom, how did this come about? What was that like?
Well, basically, the first relationship, we were together probably like 5-6 years. We met back in high school, basically.
Okay. So how'd y'all go from being high school sweethearts to being parents? I mean, obviously, I do know y'all was getting it in, but I'm saying, what happened?
It kind of just happened, like we were staying together, we had our own crib and everything, we were married and all that type stuff.
Oh, so y'all were married in high school?
No, well, we were married we were together in high school. We got married a little bit after high school.
Okay. And that did you have the baby prior to or after getting married?
This was before.
Okay. So was that something that motivated you to go ahead and get married, or are you just like, nah, I'm gonna get married anyway? Like,
well, we talked about it. We were together 5 years, so it was like we were staying together. We were basically already married.
I got you. I see what you said. Like kind of like common law. That's what you're saying, like
yeah, something kind of like that.
Okay, so what happened with that? Why didn't it take off, or what happened to end that?
I feel like our parents played a big part in it because we were in a interracial relationship, and her parents were racist, and they didn't too much care for me.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that's a whole nother subject right there.
How did you discover that? Like, what happened to let you know? Oh yeah, these people are racist.
Well, she told me, but my big thing is I don't care what your parents think because they're not the one in this relationship. It's me and you. Right. So, whatever your parents think, it really didn't matter to me. But at the same time, that's her family.
Right. And they're going to have a major influence on her. So you think that was basically the final straw. Like once you start getting some of this racial energy and stuff like that, it was just too much for you guys to handle. So you just walked away. How did it happen? Did y'all break up on good terms, or was it just like, was it negative? Like, how did you end it?
Well, it was. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of. It was a rough breakup.
Okay, I get that. We ain't gonna go too far into it, but okay, I understand. So now we have, and what you have is a little boy, little girl.
Yeah, I have a little boy.
Okay, so the little boy. All right, so now you back out here again, single again. Who song had that? Trina?
Back in the street. Back in
the street. So now we got one strike. So lead us into the second one. How did this happen? What went on with that one?
Basically, I met her through a mutual friend. She had both seen that we were single, and she knew I was kind of out here looking for somebody. I'm not rushing anything, but she know I was out here looking. So I was introduced to her through another friend.
Okay, so how'd y'all get to the baby? I know you was getting it in, but
were y'all in a relationship or were y'all just?
Oh no, we
was it a situationship?
No, we was in a relationship. Like I had moved her in. She had 2 other kids, so her and her kids had moved in with me, and I was doing for them.
You be moving them in. Come on.
Hey, look, check this out. I gotta know this though, man. So like, how was that? Like, because this is your first time taking in other kids, right?
Yeah. This is my first time ever doing something like that.
Okay, and then but at this time, y'all had already had your kid too, right?
Well, I had, when you was talking about the little girl.
No, I'm saying like, so you already had your second child with the second baby mom at this point, right? And so
no, this was like before. This was
okay.
After.
So,
This was after.
Okay, so you already had your previous child from the first baby mom, and then you just moved on to this next young lady, and she had 2 kids already. So y'all hadn't had y'all child together yet.
No, we hadn't had our child.
Okay. So how did this happen, man? Like, so now you done brought them on in, and where we at? What we doing now?
Basically getting it in. This was, unexpected. it was unexpected because, we had both said that we wanted kids, but we just didn't want it right then. Don't get me wrong. I should have been using protection, but, I wasn't.
It just feels better.
Okay,
Don't
because that was gonna
about-
be my question. Like, how is it unexpected? Like, are you having unprotected sex? And there's no birth control? It's a good possibility that a baby is gonna come up.
Yeah. Like I don't get me wrong. We knew what we were doing, but we just wasn't trying to do it right then and there. But it happened.
We'll get the call later. Hey, boy, hey, look, for all the guys out there listening and all the females out there listening, I need to know, do y'all like condoms or not? Do y'all like using protection or not? That's for the listeners, man. Y'all let us know in the comments. Are y'all using that protection? Oh, they ain't gonna do that though. They don't want nobody let y'all little nasties out there. But it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, it do feel better than my boy. I know.
Man, you know.
All right, so take us to the next point, man. So you brought him in. Take us to when you had your child with the second baby mom and how the breakdown happened with that.
Like me and her, we have a very good relationship. Like, we have a very good relationship. But I felt like we didn't want the same thing in life. She wasn't working. Now, don't get me wrong. I did bring her in to my home and everything like that. But like, these kids, I treated them like they were my own, but it's like, you're not doing anything to help support these kids. Like, you just sitting at home all day.
Okay. Go ahead, Liz.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
If she didn't have all of those things, prior to her moving in, then why move her in?
Like, whenever she first moved in, it was good, but like, I had a very good paying job.
Listen, I hope I didn't put you on the spot. The reason I asked
Oh, no.
the reason I asked that question was because now you probably like pay attention to everything. If she didn't have a job or it wasn't in your plan, to take care of the whole family, all on your own. I wanted to like what changed as to, what would make you think, oh, now she need to get a job if y'all didn't establish all that prior to this.
No, all this was already established before. Like, she was working and everything, like, but I felt like her drive fell off once she seen how much money I was really making.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you let her know.
So she hit you with the fallback when she saw you bring the cash. Okay.
Yeah. She kind of fell back a little bit, and I tried sitting her down, talking to her about it, but it was just nothing was ever moving. Like, she just it was just wasn't moving.
So how did this come to an end? So now you didn't discover what she got going on. You ain't liking it too much. So how'd you move on from that?
Basically, she just chose to leave.
Gotcha. That's crazy though. She ain't had nowhere to go. Where was she going? You know what? We gonna leave that. Leave that out. So let's go to the next one.
All right.
So
she leaves and you back in the street. So let's go from there.
So my current baby mother, this is the girl that I'm with now, actually met at a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm currently with her now.
Good,
okay.
good.
Okay.
We're gonna have to say stop light, stop sign, and everything else. Speed bump right here. So you get it in, man. Everywhere you go, you get it in. Each stop. So now you got one in the oven. How are you feeling about that right now? I mean, after everything that you've been through, here we are again. We got one in the oven. What are you thinking?
Right now, I actually want a family. That's something that I want. I don't want to keep going out here having all these kids. Like I said, this is the last one. This is the end of the road right here, So trying to get myself together to be right for my kid, you know what I mean?
When you say this is the end of the road, are you going to get a vasectomy after this?
I'm not going to say I'm going to get a vasectomy, but, I'm definitely going to be more cautious. Birth control, condoms. We're going to take what we need to do so it doesn't happen again.
I got you.
That's crazy. You had strike number 3, my boy. Yeah, but I have one child myself, and I can understand it's really tough. Sometimes it's really tough, and I can see now you got a lot of responsibility. And I wanted to ask you this question here too, because I'm sure the listeners want to know, what is it like having 2 children already out here and then one on the way? Like, how do you balance out the responsibility of seeing each of them adequately enough?
My little boy, I get him often. He stays right down the street from me, so I see him on the regular.
Okay.
My little girl, she stays in Memphis. I call her, make sure I see her, send her money whenever she needs it and stuff like that.
That's what's up. So making the attempt to do all you can.
Oh yeah, because look, these kids didn't ask to be here. I didn't have a father in my life. That's not something I want my kids to ever have to go through. You can come to daddy right here.
Are you able to visit your daughter?
I seen her for the first time actually 2 months ago. Well, I was there whenever she was born, but the way that I work is kind of hard for me to see her how I want to, but I do FaceTime her on the regular.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it was the mom's choice to move to another state. So does that affect you knowing like your daughter's so far away?
It does, because it's like I see my son on the regular, you know what I mean? And he loved me, you know what I mean? It's different with her being a little girl too. She needs that father figure in her life, you know.
Most definitely.
Right.
I know a lot of people want to hear about this too, especially the men financially. What is it like having two children already out here and one on the way? Like, how has it affected you up to this point, trying to take care of the different responsibilities?
It's definitely a challenge, you know, because they're not cheap. But at the same time, we chose to do what we do. Those are the consequences, you know, and they didn't ask to be here. So I got to man up and I got to provide for them.
Okay, cool. So we touched on a few things. I think this is good. No doubling back, right? We ain't gonna go back and test the waters out.
Oh, no, no, sir.
So have you experienced any of the drama that some people speak about, especially when you're dealing with 3 different women that you have these bonds with?
More so with my first one. Now like I said, me and my second baby mother, we're very like I can call her right now. We'll sit down and talk just like nothing ever happened. You know what I mean? But my first one, that's drama.
Till this day, is there still drama, or are you just referring to like in the past?
Oh no, it's still drama to this day.
Do you think that it's drama because emotions are still there?
I feel like that has some part of it.
Okay. Yeah, we got to be careful with that one because you still love her. How you still? Because you know it gets serious around here, so we're gonna be careful with that.
You know, like I'm not gonna. You know, the love is always there. I don't hate her. I wish her and her family the best, but you know, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to her. But in love, no. But I care for her. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to see nothing bad happen to her.
I understand that because I mean, you ask me, mine would be nope. I ain't love him. I had a kid. I mean, that's the reality of the situation, like you just said. No, I didn't love him. I wasn't in love with him. I just was out being grown, as the people would say, and doing what I wanted to do, and wasn't giving an account that hey, and being grown and doing what you want to do, a life gonna be created, and that's what happened. Just because I'm not in love with you, don't mean that I don't love what I've been given, and it's my responsibility to take care of my baby girl. Like he said, the kids don't ask to be brought here, but you have to do your part, play your role. Either way, just be there in that kid's life. Be what they need. You're her father, be here for her.
I agree with that 100%. And I think we're going to go ahead and close out this episode by just asking our primary guest, MJ, what are 1 or 2 things, maybe 3 if you got it, that you would tell someone, what if they already have children or anything like that? Like, what would you give advice to another young man that maybe have been in your situation?
You know, the biggest thing I would have to say, if you know you're not ready, put a condom on. Like, do something to prevent that. You know what I mean? And, you know, don't be no deadbeat out here, man. Because, you know, these kids didn't ask to be here, man. You know, step up and be a father, man. That's what we missing in our community, you know, our fathers. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's part of the problem, you know, those fathers missing.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it first here, man. Straight out the community, bro. This is what we do. I want to thank everybody that's listening for tuning in today. I am Swaver, joined by Journey to Be Great and our very special guest. This is the Opinionated Facts Music Group podcast. And until next time, peace.